One thing that my father used to tell me is a perfect man is that person who is able to control their anger and emotions.
Oh, okay.
That is a perfect
That's
man.
wisdom.
Yes. So every time something happens and it angers me and I feel like I should go and confront him, ask him, why did he do this? And then something tells me, no, you are not being wise. Cool down. Don't react. You are too quick in reacting. Cool down. Is there another way that you can handle this same situation without actually causing a fracas? Then I try to explore other options of handling the same situation, and that is it. So I think everyone should have, like, I'll advise my fellow youth to have that as I know it's not easy. We have different levels of anger. There's some people who sprout immediately, and there's some people who take long to react. But again, patience is a virtue that you can practice as a person. Just have patience, whatever thing it is. Just have patience before you react, before you respond, before you take action, because that 2 seconds patience will change a lot, will make an impact.
Today on studio, we have a trailblazer from Tana River County, Salim Kasim.
Yeah.
Karibu, Bwana Ambassador.
Shukran.
Very nice to have you today on You Create Impact podcast. So please start by telling us, who is Salim Kasim?
Salim Kasim is a humble youth from Tana River County, the firstborn of a humble family, born in Tana River, Hola Town, schooled in Hola Town, of course, and acquired some bachelors and masters in education. Um, Currently involved in issues to do with youth advocacy, but again, I am a passionate artist. I like writing, scripting for performances, either theater performances, music. I am actually into music. I don't like singing, but now I like composing. I like creating the beat and music and directing others as they sing.
And dancing.
Yes, of course, I can dance. I can
Yeah,
dance.
yeah.
Especially the cultural aspect of dance, then I like art. So, in a nutshell, that is Salim.
Okay. And maybe what don't you like?
Okay, favorite things I like, when it comes to food, I like rice and stew.
We si mtu wa ugali.
Sipendi ugali. Nala tu.
Sima, ama niseme sima.
Ugali, sima, nala tu kama imebidi nile, but given an option. I used to love chapati kitambo, but right now I've changed to rice. I like rice and stew. Any kind of stew that is made well, then I'm good with it. And then
Nini ukukera?
nini unikera na kero na kudharauliwa. When people look down upon me, they make me feel down, and I know I am that strong person, and I believe I have to be strong for myself, because now, being the only child in my family, then I'm not that person that can sit down and say, if I become weak, I have a sister to take care of me, I have an older brother who can give me a shoulder. No, it is me. So it's either I stand up or I stand up. I have no option.
No option.
Yeah, so I don't like being despised or looked down upon. And I fight every time to make sure that I stay relevant, I stay strong, and put my head high. Every time it happens, it makes me learn. It makes me learn how to treat people, how to engage people, because I don't know, I am that open. Like, I like people and I tend to trust very fast. I trust people. So due to that, some people take it for granted. Like, now I have trusted them, then they break the trust through either activities, through
Maybe something specific, like an example you can
okay,
give.
in fact, that is something that happened very recently. Very recently, in the as I've said, I am a lover of art and theater arts, and I believe in art. You cannot work alone. You can have a colleague. We call it a third eye. When I train something, I would want somebody to come and see and correct me and there. So I had this colleague that I trusted and said, "Let me call him to come and see for me." He is just a young man like me, and I said it is good if I collaborate with young men like me, and we grow together. So calling him to come and look at the work that I'm doing and all that, and then I did it kind-heartedly, like he is my friend, and although has not been so much a friend, like if he gets an opportunity to despise me or to talk badly about me in front of other people, he'll always do it. But now I don't like enmity, so I said, let
Try
me
to keep the peace.
yes, let me keep that peace. Let me bring him closer. Let us do 1, 2, 3 together, and I show him that one love. But upon giving him that opportunity, he went back again and started talking to those people that gave me the job. Like, no, Salim is not good at this. He's not good at this.
The person who was supposed to be helping you correct
Yes.
mistakes is exposing your mistakes to
Yeah,
others.
to others. Now, let me say, like, to the employer that gave me that job to do, and that the guys came back and told me that, hey, what kind of a friend do you have?
Oh.
Yes, what kind of a friend do you have? What he did this and he told us this, and I felt so bad because I thought I was creating bridges for more friendship, for more love and growth. But again, this was such like situation. But again, I tell myself that I am strong and I believe in the abilities and skills that I have. So even if he talks badly about me, I believe that my work speaks for me. My skills, my ability, and everything speaks for me.
That's
so
for sure.
He will never tarnish my name.
So people going through the same thing, like, how would you tell them to manage such situations? You know, you mentioned that you knew this is not a very positive person,
Yeah,
but you're trying to keep the peace, and then the person goes ahead and disappoints.
exactly.
Based on what you learn, which, you know, you're saying you're a strong person,
Yeah.
what can others really learn from that so that they don't have to go through similar situations?
One thing that my father used to tell me is a perfect man is that person who is able to control their anger and emotions.
Oh, okay.
That is a perfect
That's
man.
wisdom.
Yes. So every time something happens and it angers me and I feel like I should go and confront him, ask him, why did he do this? And then something tells me, no, you are not being wise. Cool down. Don't react. You are too quick in reacting. Cool down. Is there another way that you can handle this same situation without actually causing a fracas? Then I try to explore other options of handling the same situation, and that is exactly. So I think everyone should have, like, I'll advise my fellow youth to have that as I know it's not easy. We have different levels of anger. There's some people who sprout immediately, and there's some people who take long to react. But again, patience is a virtue that you can practice as a person. Just have patience, whatever thing it is. Just have patience before you react, before you respond, before you take action, because that 2 seconds patience will change a lot, will make an impact.
How can there be a balance between not being confrontational and really addressing issues and challenges as they arise?
Good. I think with me, it's not all about bottling up. It's about patience in reaction when it happens. You can go down, breathe in, patience, cool down, then approach the same confrontation in a cooler way than reacting to it immediately.
So not reacting immediately.
Immediately, because you might take the wrong actions and then start saying, "Oh, it was anger. I was." No, you should not go that way.
Okay.
Think about it before you react. So when you think about it, you'll get the best way of handling it, like talking to that person when you are cool. In fact, you can address the same issue in a very friendly manner, very friendly tone, and give that person an opportunity to actually express themselves. No, I didn't do that, I did it, but actually you knew.
Yeah.
And in that way, you'll get an opportunity of telling out your mind to them without actually being angered or making it look like you are fighting, but you are addressing the same issue in a cool way.
I think that sounds good. What are some of the really rich things that you've been able to achieve? What are you proud of as a young person in Kenya and in Tana River County?
One, education. In Tana River County is actually one of the marginalized counties in Kenya, with the Pokomo community, the Orma, the Wardei are actually some of the communities that are very marginalized. And being educated and actually being able to sustain yourself in school, avoid all that pressure. You see, in Tana River County, it is that county that someone, a girl can get married at the age of 18 years. In fact, some girls get married at the age of 14. Yeah, we still battle.
Is that even legal?
It doesn't matter. Sometimes it is cultural. And those are some of the things that we are fighting in Tana River. As a person, as the youth ambassador, those are the things that I'm fighting. We are fighting illiteracy and poverty. In fact, poverty levels are so high. So because of that, then the family is struggling to put a meal on the table. So where do they get money to school you? That is one of the challenges, and the biggest challenge, actually. So I really congratulate myself, actually, for being able to persevere all that pressure until I managed to do my education. I am not yet done, but at least I am at a place that I can say I am amongst people in Kenya, considering my county. I'm not saying I'm the only person who has gone to the level of masters, but again, I am amongst the few from Tana River County.
And what's your secret? How did you manage?
I think to myself, I always look back at my family, where I'm coming from. Every time I get a challenge, I want to join this group of youth doing some funny stuff. I ask myself, where are they coming from? And where am I coming from? When I was in high school, there were strikes, and the students are doing this, vandalizing this. As they are doing that, I don't know why I used to act like a father sometimes. I call the students from my county, and I tell them, kindly let us have a word. As people are causing chaos in the school, they are striking, they are going home. Ask yourself, how much do you pay from this county to our county as transport alone? Is your father capable of footing this bill? The transport to and fro. And then there are consequences. Is your family ready to bear the consequence of you striking and going home? If you are not ready for that, kindly let us stay in school. Let us be the last people to leave this school. I know with some youth, they'll see me like that guy who is bringing himself to the teachers.
Correct.
The Messiah. But again, kila mtu anaangalia shida zake pale alipo. And knowing my background, and it's not my background alone, most of the families in Tana River County, our families depend on agriculture to put food on the table. We have to grow maize, we have to grow rice, bananas, and then the same bananas and rice you sell, you get, and it's not in large scale. It's in small scale. So you have to balance between food and some money, because we don't manufacture sugar. And sometimes in my home, I remember there was a time we spent like 3 months taking sugar without tea, because we cannot afford tea. I mean, taking sugar without tea without sugar. Hey, English is a problem. Actually, we went for some months without sugar. And we have to adapt because now that is life. And that is the level of life that we had. Now I ask myself, am I the one going to change this situation, or am I going to make a change, a positive change? And that one keeps ringing in my mind wherever I go, whichever level of education I went. And I used to remind myself that, Salim, you are coming from a very hard family, difficulties, poverty, and all that. Kindly focus. Focus. And in fact, I used to tell myself that everything has a time limit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stay in high school forever.
No.
I'm not going to stay in the university forever. Then why don't I just persevere for this little time, focus, achieve whatever I want to achieve, and then I have all the time for myself to do that. And that is what used to push me.
So leadership came to you very early.
Yeah.
Averting strikes. That's why I guess they call you the ambassador.
Yeah.
Could you tell us more about that title that you hold?
The County Youth Ambassador is a title I earned through a very vigorous process. Actually, it was not about Tana River County, but it was about the whole nation. It is called the Fursa Youth Challenge, hosted by the National Youth Council, being sponsored by some partners, including the government, the national government,
okay.
UNDP, Kenya School of Government, among other partners. And actually, their main aim is to give the youth space and actually get those youth who are smart in different ways. And so it's usually a very serious process of expressing yourself, giving ideas, what you can do, what you can change, give an opportunity to handle the youth in your county and actually outside the county. So it was a process that involved 100 youth in each county from the 47 counties. So you can imagine that is a number of 4,700 youth across the...
Was selected?
Was selected for round one.
Okay.
Then from there now, they keep scrapping off as the activity goes on.
It was like a competition.
It was like
right?
a competition. So
Okay.
every week there are new challenges to do, expressions, essays, and all that. How do you handle this situation? Give this number of words explaining. Sometimes you have virtual sessions of talks and express yourself in front of a panel and all that sort of activities.
So that Fursa sort of launched the work that you're doing as the youth ambassador in Tana River County.
No, so by that time I was not the youth ambassador. I was
okay.
just Salim. Yes, an active youth in Tana River County. Actually, a youth leader of some CBO. I actually ran a CBO, a youth CBO,
Community-based organization.
called Talent Warriors CBO. So from there now, I entering that challenge and going through to the end. That is where now I earned the title, the Youth Ambassador to River County. Actually, it was now celebrated for the first time with the governor when we had an official meeting with the governor and stakeholders to officially announce that and also officially launch the process of the county youth policy of Tana River County, the process of now creating it, because they said we cannot make a youth policy without the youth. We want the youth to be actually the engine of that policy.
Yeah.
They say what they want, and then some technocrats were brought to guide us on what we should do, how we should put it, how we should craft it. Lawyers were also brought into the process. You don't put it this way, we should put it this way, guide it. So it was not a one-day activity, nor a 2 days activity. It was a process. Like it took almost 6 months or 1 year to complete the whole policy.
Oh, okay.
But now
and
Tana
is
River
that
County,
program going on, or it was a one-off? Did it stop?
it didn't stop. It was going on. And right now, I think there is another rollout of the Fursa Youth Challenge coming, but it has not been advertised because now I think the National Youth Council is yet to be constituted. So and it cannot run without having the
Okay.
office. So until that is settled, then now these other things can come in.
So that presents obviously an opportunity for young leaders to be
Yes.
able to plug in.
Yeah.
So I would encourage everyone who is listening to plug into Salim's socials. I'll leave the links, below this video, and be able to see some of these opportunities as they come up, so that you can also be able to apply and participate,
Yeah.
and hopefully be as great as him. So let's talk about life's struggles. As a young man, growing up, as you said, young people have a lot of energy.
Yes.
You're expected to be strong as a man, not to show weakness, but life shows us things.
Yeah.
What are some of the life-changing circumstances that you faced, and how did you deal with them?
Um, I've faced so many challenges in life. Um, Looking for a job is one of the challenges as a youth, I can say, because sometimes you feel like you qualify in this particular position, but again, nobody believes in you, or maybe you're not given that opportunity. Maybe the panel have their own preference than you, and sometimes it's not even sometimes, it's most of the time, it's so demoralizing when you feel like actually this is something that I can do, and again you are not given the opportunity to. And these are the same people actually that when outside that space, they feel that you're very strong. They actually advocate for you to do things for the community and the youth, but again they cannot give you an opportunity to serve the same
So
youth.
these formal roles,
Yes.
they're kind of elusive.
The formal roles are, but now the informal they are good, and it has been a struggle. But again, fitting in the community and trying to solve, it gets to a point whereby every person feels like you can solve their problems. There are some people who feel like I, as the youth ambassador, I am on some payroll somewhere, and so they feel like I have a lot of money that I can solve the problems. And I tell them, actually, being the county youth ambassador is purely voluntary. I am not on any payroll. The county is not paying me, nor any other organization. I'm just a volunteer. My only difference with them is now that I try to stand up for them all the time, whether I'm being paid or not, whether I have to use my own resources or not, whether raining or sunny. If I find an opportunity for the youth, if I feel like the youth are being stepped on in this point, I stand up for them, and I don't stand up to fight, but I stand up to speak for them, ask for an opportunity, ask for them to be given a fair chance to represent themselves, of course. And then some moments, my most difficult moment was when my mother passed on last year, and it was hard for me because um, my mother was my whole system. Like, she used to support me a lot. She would say, "Hey,
Sorry.
you're doing great. Thank you." So um, I felt like my life was shattered in
I
some
was
way.
actually, yeah, I sort of fell into a daze because grief is so difficult that sometimes when you hear it, it just stops. But I should actually say sorry for your loss. Please
Thank you.
continue.
Thank you.
Yes.
So I felt like my life was mixed up because she used to be my guide. She used to advise me, and if she feels like I am doing so much, you see, sometimes you might be doing a lot to the community, but maybe there are some evil people that don't feel the same. Some people feel like you are invading in their spaces. You
Yeah.
are trying to. So my mother is a parent, just like any other parent. So she would feel like if she hears people talking badly about Salim, like, "Oh, Salim is becoming too much, advocating too much," she would tell me, "No, can you go slow? People are not happy.
Really?
People are not happy about you. I know you are doing the right thing, but not everyone is happy about whatever you are doing." So sometimes I feel, okay, I have to follow, and I go slow. But now that thing in me
to help you balance
Yes,
between the speed and people's,
and people and
you know.
yeah, but so far so good. I'm trying to catch up, trying to put my life straight again, and try to focus with the thing that I need to achieve as a youth in Kenya.
What are the future plans for the Tana River Youth Ambassador?
Uh, I'm looking at Salim in growing from just being the youth ambassador to become an ambassador to Kenya.
Love that.
Yeah, somewhere in a different country or even in Kenya, representing Kenya and coming all the way from Tana River County. Actually, that will be a breakthrough to many of the youth coming from Tana River, because youth from Tana River feel like they are not recognized anywhere in Kenya, and they are not given equal opportunities as when it comes to the rest of the country. So I feel like I should continue working hard, growing spaces, growing connections, making myself relevant. I know and I believe that one day I'll be somewhere, and I'll make my county proud, because they'll say that we have someone somewhere that is representing our county, and it just comes from this particular village. And that is my dream, and that has always been my dream.
How do you plan to achieve that?
One, I have not stopped learning, equipping myself with relevant knowledge, from be it a short course or whatever, all that. Two, I take every interaction very serious, because
Networks, yeah.
yeah, the networks, because I meet different people from different places, you see, and everyone has their own importance and impact in.
Who are these people you are meeting?
I meet different people. For example, I can tell you that apart from being the county youth ambassador from Tana River County, that alone gave me another voice to be the National Youth Chairperson for UNESCO Youth Committee for Culture and Heritage.
Oh, and I know how much you love
Yeah, now
your
you can
culture.
imagine if I love culture, and I don't just love my culture, I love all the cultures in Kenya. So I can merge well with the Luya community, the Luo community, the Maasai community, any culture. I just love culture.
Can
and
you
art.
say hello in those cultures? Or you're just loving them?
So, like in Luya, you can say Orien.
Uh-huh.
That is a great thing. And so many other communities. I just love culture. I love heritage and all that. So, being the national youth chairperson for the NATCOM Youth Committee for Culture and Heritage, I have the privilege of actually moving culture from Tana River County to the national position. Like you see, the whole nation has decided to pick Salim as the chairperson, all the way from Tana River County.
Yeah.
And actually, that is what I'm looking forward to. That would propel me to even higher heights and higher position, different places. But now, this position is not smaller, because it gives me an opportunity to meet different people from different countries. For example, today we've been having the International Conference on Culture and Heritage in Africa. And we are looking at the youth spaces in culture and heritage. What is the role of the youth? But again, this conference brought so many stakeholders and cultural enthusiasts from across the whole of Africa and other continents to just come and give a word into culture. So with that, I was able to meet different people. The director of the African World Heritage Fund, among us many other people. And so you see, this is a space that I love, and if I meet people in that line, I learn from them. I ask questions. How did you get to this position? What did you do? And from them I learn a lot, and I believe whatever I learn from them, I'll be able to take it back to my people and tell them, now wake up, push yourself to limits, and I believe we will grow. And that is.
You have such a strong blueprint for getting to where you're getting. I believe majority of us don't have that. Can you speak to the Kenyan youth and tell them, or maybe encourage them, what can they do to be able to achieve their dreams?
What I can tell the Kenyan youth is just step out. Step out, get your feet dirty. Most of us youth give up very easily. We don't want our shoes to get that. When I say we don't want our shoes to get that, I mean we don't want to struggle. We just want things to come easy.
Yeah.
And nothing comes easy. You see, even this position is still voluntary.
Yes.
Being the national chairperson is not on salary basis. It is voluntary. But I believe through the interaction, because I assist setting, planning for workshop conferences for the youth on matters culture and heritage and all that. And you cannot plan alone. You have to find partners. And again, this committee is the one that is I'm tasked with the mandate of pulling in partners. So you can imagine, I can travel like this year we were supposed to go to Marsabit County to have our conference there. So what does it call for? It calls for us meeting the governor of Marsabit County and talk to them why it is important for us to host the annual youth conference on culture and heritage in Marsabit. What do we see in Marsabit? What will it impact into the youth of Marsabit and all that? So already that one gives me a connection with the governor, the deputy governor, and all that. Last year we were in Turkana County, you can imagine, and we took close to 70 youth from all corners of Kenya to go and participate in the conference. And still I was able to meet the governor, Turkana, the deputy governor, the directors, and all that. And these are people that are in this same space that we're in. So to me, it exposes me to different people of different levels, and I learn a lot because I love learning from people. It doesn't matter whether small or big. I know there is something I can learn from that person.
Great.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting that when you stepped out, you were able to get to meet all these senior people, governors, heads of big organizations. Someone can actually call you privileged. What can you talk to the youth who doesn't feel like they have that privilege? They don't believe that this could be them. How can they increase their agency and really get to a point where even in their own small community, they're still able to create impact without feeling like they need to go that far, or really feeling like they're not capable of being able to go that far?
I think there is a start to everything, the beginning to every impact. And this impact should not just be measured with how far you have gone with in terms of distance and all that. But impact can start from where you are. What change are you making from the people around you? And I can say for free that there is a lot that we can do in our own environment. And that is where we start. The blessings from wherever you are is what will come. Because I can say, personally, I started volunteering from long time ago. I started from being
Which year?
like 2012. And I was a Red Cross volunteer. That is where I started, being a Red Cross volunteer. But with me, I take everything very serious. So I am actually a life member with the Kenya Red Cross. And I loved what I was doing. The small space that I'm given to handle the community, I do it with all my energy, to an extent that Tana River is actually one of those counties that are prone to floods year in, year out. Actually, we have 2 seasons of floods every year. So because it is a seasonal thing, and the people in Tana River will never accept to go to higher grounds, because like the Pokomo people, their life is all near the river. They believe that staying near the river is everything. They get water to farm, they fish, they do all the activities.
They don't want to move in spite of the floods, which are
Yes,
risking their lives.
even if you tell them, no, flood is coming, they say, let it come. We will see how to handle it. Let it come.
Do they face any problems?
Of
maybe?
course,
Yeah.
people lose their loved ones, people lose properties and all that. But still, when the floods go, they come back. So you see, with me, I was actually part of the rapid response team. Actually, I started as a member, as a volunteer, and then I loved first aid. So I did first aid actually to the highest level. I did occupational first aid, and then the emergency medical technician training. So I can actually operate in an ambulance given an opportunity.
Wow.
I can actually do a lot in an emergency
So
situation.
you learned a lot as a volunteer.
As a volunteer, and I used to take it, and remember, it is voluntary. But now with Kenya Red Cross, you give them their time. They are not paying you, but they make sure that they give you knowledge and skill and space, and that is what I actually needed. And so from there, I can say the small impact that I used to make to my community. I was not a big person in Kenya Red Cross, but they used to have faith with me. Like, if we see Salim in any intervention, we believe things are going to be okay.
Wow.
And that is what I used to do every time I get an opportunity. Until now, I started going to now bigger spaces, getting bigger opportunities. And I try, if I see an opportunity, they need this, then I say, let me try. I'm able to represent it. Even if it is voluntary, I can represent the youth voluntarily and give an impact. Whatever small impact, I am okay.
Hey, your story is very inspiring, Salim. I just can't. So you're from Tana River.
Yeah.
A lot of people are not going to school. You go and hit a bachelor's degree, a master's degree in your youth.
Yeah.
You've been a Red Cross trainer. You've been a Red Cross volunteer. And now you're volunteering as youth ambassador. This is your CV. You're volunteering as a youth ambassador and also the national
Youth chairperson for
youth
UNESCO Youth Community.
chairperson for UNESCO on culture and heritage.
Yes.
The sky is the limit.
Yeah.
Any parting shot that you would like us to address?
I am not there yet. I believe I have a lot of room to grow. But what I can say, and I have learned through life, I say the persistency is key. Like push and push, go and go. Giving up should not be in your dictionary. So with me,
It's not an option.
Yeah, giving up is not part of my options. I have to make it. I will fail, try again, fail, try again, try differently, consult, connect, try again until I get where I want to be. I'm not there yet, but I know I will keep trying. I will keep trying. I will keep going for interviews. I'll keep looking for jobs every time, now and then, so that I get to where I want to be. And I believe every other youth deserves to be like that. There is no room for giving up. We need to wake up every day and try something new. Whatever has failed, reflect, look at why did I fail, then try it in a different way until we make it.
I couldn't add anything. Thank you so much for those words of wisdom. Now, I'm going to flip the switch a little bit. Flip my question mic over to you, and you can ask me a question if you would like.
I think mine will not be a question. Mine will be just to appreciate you for hosting me here. I know it's not for granted. Many people would want an opportunity to sit here, talk about themselves, and get an opportunity actually to speak about what is happening in their life and the community. But here I am today. It's an honor, and I feel privileged. At least someone somewhere from my county will say, we are represented somewhere. Yeah, so
Amazing.
I'm really grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are also grateful to have you. Thank you so much, Salim, for taking time amidst a very busy schedule. I think it's almost 10 p.m. right now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Salim Kasim, Ambassador, Youth, Tana River County, and beyond. We wish you the very best in your future plans.
Thank you.
And thank you so much to Mir Restaurant and Cafe for having us here. You have treated us so well. Mir offers a variety of cuisines, and their meals are very, very amazing. You should visit them on Siaya Road, Kileleshwa. To wrap up, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this podcast with your friends. We really look forward to your support so that we can be able to have more people listening and more people going. You create impact. Thank you so much and see you soon. Bye.